Pretty cool. Well, school districts across Nevada are working on a plan to reopen schools when the time comes. Many are following guidelines from the governor and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Washoe County School has implemented a recovery task force. Well, parents, teachers, administrators, and others meet virtually twice a week. Their job is to provide input to the school district on how they want schools to reopen. Paul Nelson has more.
Schools are closed for the rest of the year, replaced by distance learning. Now many parents and educators are putting focus on how to reopen in the fall.
They want to know what school's going to look like. I think all of us would like to be able to return to what we thought of as normalcy, and we know we're not likely going back to where we were.
The Recovery Task Force has about 50 members. It's working with the COVID-19 task force that's been in place since March, and it also has subcommittees focusing on specific issues.
We're looking at screening protocols. We have a task force looking at vulnerable populations. We have a task force looking at pros and cons of different potential models.
The task force is following the governor's directives, CDC guidelines, and working with the health district.
We know we're going to have to create some safety guidelines that weren't part of the beginning of school last year, just out of caution.
Of course, some of those changes could come with a financial cost.
We're being as prudent as possible. Where we are spending is where we have to in order to guarantee the safety of our students, but also our staff.
The task force is focusing on a flexible plan for prevention, response, and recovery. It could mean adjustments for everything from transportation, health, and nutrition to academics and athletics.
Change in the fall doesn't mean just change for students and families. It means change for the school district in order to meet the needs of all students.
Covering the story, Paul Nelson, 2 News.
The last day of this school year is June 5th. LaMarca says teachers and administrators are working very hard in the meantime, and that it's very important that the opening of the economy coincides with opening schools.